welcome back to Teh Tarik Hour. As always, it's me, Azreen with Ah Kit. I almost call myself Ah Kit for some reason. It is we're back for another episode, and you might think we might be low energy or a bit confused at some point, but it's been a very crazy week for us in our work life there lah. Which is why majority of the topic today is gonna be about stress of work and our perception in stress of work in Malaysia lah. But before we get into it, as always, please share, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you enjoy what we do, if you want to reach out to us, as always, tehtarikhour@gmail.com. We want to hear what you guys say, and please comment. We always enjoy when you guys comment and respond to us and all that fun stuff. But okay, how have you been lately when it comes to work? But you don't simply say out your workplace like that lah. Okay, just your colleague might be watching and they say, "Wow, Akid, you say like this actually."
Okay, just to sharings lah. It's just the stressful of the workings and don't know lah. It's just some kind of like confusing because don't know why. Sometimes it's like the work is spend so many time on the work and then you feel like so tired like that. And then even it's like not balancing for the life now.
I think in Malaysia we don't really have a good work-life balance punya mentality. We still have the feel that you need to be always available for work, one kind of thing. I think. And I to be honest, I also have this to blame also lah. I also after work also I still work also.
But I know you just now you mentioned before we start the shows, you just mentioned, oh wow, how come it's 11 something, it's still text to the colleagues and then work. And then because this thing I just read the news from some other countries lah. I don't know, I don't want to mention which country is it Then it's very good. It's after 6 the bosses call you or you have the right is not answer the call.
Right to refuse your work lah, basically, something like that, right?
Yeah, basically.
I think I will show it up here also. Which country?
You're gonna show up.
Of course lah. Yeah, I mean some countries are pushing for this legislation where after working hours, bosses are not supposed to bother you after work because to maintain the work-life balance there lah. Because honestly, your life should not be your work lah.
I can say nowadays like I don't know lah, because we from since my 20 years old that time we work. Actually that time also very stressed. Work is under our advertising companies.
Yeah, we were advertising at the time.
But it's because our age is older, getting older, and the energy is not there. You feel like I'm not enough the energies to cook out something. This is some kind of like I feel stressed also because I want to do something, but the energy is not allowed you to do something. It's like today, actually I come after work, we go and do the records. I feel so tired, man. After the traffic jam lah, all that lah, come over here. Wow. Like if let's say for after 10 years back or 20 years back, it doesn't matter. After work we go for happy hour. You enjoy
because you got boundless energy when you're younger, right?
Yeah, you can go for beers lah, go for
and then the next day go back to work also, right?
And I think it's last time maybe it's about 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock it's still there to hang out. Then tomorrow mornings like usual you go back to work.
I feel like when you're younger, you might feel invincible at that point lah. But to be fair, right, I think younger generation today also they do not want this kind of like hardcore lifestyle of working like we did last time also actually. I know a lot of younger generation workers, they prefer not to work after working hours or they don't want to engage with the company after working hours one.
It is really I think generation difference, the thought is different. You see some young generation I've been talk with those youngsters like 20
early 20s
early 20s early 10.
Oh, like so that means like born 20,
I think 20 plus lah. 2000 babies
2000s
2000 babies lah. So their thinking is like it's very not say very weird lah. They are more independent. They are more like thinking themselves. Maybe they don't want to build the families, don't want to go for marriage, and some more they don't want to go for buy the house and properties,
Yeah, but
everything.
you have to understand where is that coming from. It's not about like they don't want to buy a house or they don't want to start a family lah. I think majority is because like they can't afford to buy a house. They can't afford to start a family one.
No, not really. You see, because the thinking is like
Really, I
because some of my like discussions lah, some of my discussion, you see, what the purpose of marriage? The marriage is you go for to I mean to marriage with your partners and then give birth to children. And then what the purpose to give birth to children?
okay, but I used to have this thinking also, and not also this Gen Z people also. What last time I also think like, oh, what's the purpose of marriage also?
Yeah, you
no
give
no point also, man.
you grow a child. In the end, there are maybe it's other people.
Okay, but this one is a bit
husband,
different lah.
other people wife. I pay a lot of money. No, I the people is saying, how come I'm not using this money for my enjoy myself?
See that is cost, ma.
The cost.
That's why I say it's like it's not that people don't want to have children or don't want to have family or this. It's just that the cost of having children means you have to sacrifice your ability to go on a vacation.
No,
or your ability to go out and enjoy your life. Like
but
that one.
our thinking is like some kind of like our age, our friends, like some kind of 40 plus, 30 plus, our age, our friends. You thinking some people are thinking they grow up the children is because their parents grow me up. Then they have to grow back the next generations.
Yeah, you want to continue the your bloodline lah, basically.
The bloodline lah, the offspring lah.
But that's the mentality that was forced onto you. What? Do you actually believe for yourself that that is something that you need to do?
No, some people is like, okay, I grow the children's, I got the happiness, I enjoy the family's family lifestyle.
Got lah.
Yeah.
Not to say there's no people who don't
the
enjoy
weekend and enjoy the picnic or something.
Maybe lah, but for some people that's not exactly something that brings them happiness. Maybe having a children means like, oh, they work all day and then come back, they have to do more work, because taking care of a child is work in a sense. We don't say it enough lah, but being a housewife or house husband is considered a job also. It's not an easy thing, you know.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, it's like having children means having a second job, basically. But what's even worse is having that second job. You don't get paid at all.
But you see, our parents are like our grandparents. They are grow up our parents and our parents grow up us. That have no issues. They don't complain at all in front of us.
Yeah, but that's the difference. Back then, things didn't cost as bad as it did today. How much do you think a house would cost back then?
Everything come back to cost lah.
Everything will come back to cost, ma. Everything will come back to how much it's cost for you to have a children, a family.
But
because if you didn't have to worry about buying a house, you didn't have to worry about buying diapers or all this, wouldn't you want to have?
Okay. You say this the cost is affected the people who go for the marriage and then the give birth to the children. But this one you implement to the what you call that the other country like Europeans. European people also their give birth the rating is also going down. What you compare with last time?
That's what happened to all developing nations. If the country is developed, they will experience decline in birth. Like Japan. Now they are very developed country and their population decreasing. The US also, they are their own punya population. We don't consider the immigrants or migrants their own population there. They are very experiencing the decline in birth, and like European cities that are developed, they are also experiencing decline in birth. Why is that the case? Well, a lot of those places, what are the common there?
Or maybe the youngster nowadays is more selfish. Do you think
it is selfish lah? I don't say they're not selfish.
They want to more enjoy the life.
The selfish comes from the cost, ma.
But you see, our parents or our grandparents, they are really not enjoying the life. Say like my grandparents, they're the whole life like they are not going for overseas for travel. They are trying to grow up because my families, my parent families got 10 child. Even my aunties, my uncle, they got the opportunity go for US lah, Australia lah, whatever places lah. But my grandma is really go out to other country. It's some kind of like they sacrifice themselves. They sacrifice for their children. My uncle, auntie, they sacrifice. But even come to my generations, my parents, they also sacrifice. Maybe they sacrifice. Maybe they are don't buy the luxury things. Not buy LV lah. Not buy this the Rolex lah. Then they sacrifice. Then grow you up. But us, it's some kind of like me also not buying Rolex lah. Okay. we also
Nowadays we don't buy Rolex, ma. We buy Apple Watch. You know,
Apple Watch. Apple Watch. I know the old generation
Yeah.
people.
But no, that's the thing. It's like, what are you willing to spend yourself on, ma? You do say, oh, your parents last time, they don't go for traveling, they don't go on all this.
They're sad for the children.
They spend on children, but also at the fact that they can afford to spend on children also, ma. Right? If we think about how much it costs to raise a children nowadays, you need at least 1 to 2 million, you know.
It depends how you grow your children, no?
How
You go kebangsaan school. If let's say you go international school, the cost is different already. What?
you think majority Malaysian will send to kebangsaan school?
No, the difference is here, lor. It's Malaysia got this what you call that international school lah. This the insurance lah. All these
Our
it's about
cost, ma.
capitalism.
This is our cost. A cost of
You see,
cost come
you
from
go for
capitalism.
Europe. You see,
Socialism. I don't know.
you see European people, they are free educations, free medical, and this but they're still disgrace for their birth.
But you can't look at just the.
I cannot compare because if we are capitalism, it was the cost. But there are people also, they are also disgraced. What?
But they're not really socialized in socialism in that sense, you know. It's, yes, you have like free healthcare and free, education. But other things in life still cost you a lot, what? Makan, eat, cost you. How much you think is cost to buy food in Europe?
Because if let's say I can cook at home, what? I do at home, and then I
cook for one person and cook for 5 people is different.
I'm not saying you give her 5 children, but maybe
I mean,
a
still
2.
though, you have to think about the cost of a children there also. And then what else? You have to buy like diapers and everything. And then you have to have a home that's built for a family.
I think
There's a lot of costs at the end of it, you know.
I know some of the government, some of country government, they are also encourage people who are give birth children. They have maybe their allowance for
Singapore does the
3,000. Now my time is 3,000.
credit lah. Oh, you got, is it? Yeah. Use that 3,000 to buy what?
No, it's straight away go to your baby account.
Oh.
Go to your kids account, the MediSave and then their account, because this thing in Singapore they have what you call it when they birth, they have this one called nationals banking, like our Maybank. They put the money to the fund to the children.
Okay, but let's go back to why are we. Why is it
our Malaysians has got this kind of encourage
less people wanting to have children nowadays lah? Because those are social benefits that can help people to encourage. By the end of the day, it's about whether the people want to have children or not. Now we suddenly talk about children, even though it's about work stress actually.
Suddenly come to this children.
But it affects everything, right? It's like stress from work also affects your ability to want to start a family. Or to live your life and all these kind of things.
Yeah, maybe it's some kind of like because for you guys, for us I'm not enough money for me to survive.
Exactly, this is the mentality we have, right?
Then how come I want to give birth my children, the
children,
baby,
give children nowadays, right? You can
make
barely pay every
him
month.
suffer also. I'm not a rich person, so then I make the poor person come out and then make him suffer also.
Make them suffer in the future.
Make the people suffer also.
It's like endless cycle or some more.
The more we are the slave, the recycle slave.
So that's the thing. Like now is the problem is the work stress come from what? Is it because we in Malaysia, our culture is we are very just want to work? Is it our own fault that we choose to work like this, or is it because there's not enough regulation to tell people like, oh, company after certain hours should stop bothering all this thing? We should not be chasing the profit all the time at the cost of workers.
I think because our labor cost is cheap, and then the people is work hard, and because they want to get more, more money or more fund.
The thing is, like, when you work hard, right, and you make more money, does the work hard come out to more money for you, man? Or is it more money for your boss one?
I think some people is I worry maybe next day they're going to fire you. You not qualified to be my employee, right? Because some people nowadays, I want to go work hard. I want to only get a bowl of rice because of that. Yeah.
Do you think you will end up like China where they do the quiet quitting, all this thing? Or the lying down, where they just basically just do the basic amount of work and then that's it, because that's what the China trend was, quiet quitting day. And then I think in the US also now they're doing the quiet quitting here. There, some Malaysians I see are trying to do the quiet quitting. It's just like you work from 9 to 6 and then after that you just off the thing. Do you think that kind of trend can affect Malaysian culture in work life?
You know.
Would you want to do that basically? You tak sanggup, is it? I don't know. For me, like personally, I actually think like we should have better life balance, right? Like after your work, you should do the things that make you feel better.
Yeah.
Right? You should do things that fulfill your life. You should not be after work, after 9 to 6, the 8 hours is complete. You should not be going to your work laptop there, continue to work and all this thing. Even though I do it myself, it's just that. How can you change that thinking, man?
And because with the society, I think the society pace is different. It's compared with our last time, our old generation. They are not, the pace is not fast, but they earn a lot. But now the pace is fast
but earn small.
earn a little.
Oh, so it's very peanut one.
How come it's very, very different? You see, my grandparents, their generation, they work hard.
But just for that period of time, like
yes,
they work 9 to 6. They really work hard.
Yes. But after that, they have their personal time, their
family
time.
or their
yes.
hobbies or what, right?
But now, people has work more longer hours.
Like
but
10
still,
or 12 hours.
Still no money, what?
Still, your gaji still the same one.
Yeah.
Our salary didn't increase also, not much.
Salary is not increased. But last time, their work less, but
so it's
get paid more.
capitalism fault lah. Basically. It's our profit-driven society, is it?
And some of the housing nowadays, you see.
Exactly. If you want to buy a house, you die lah if you don't have a job, what? You cannot one,
who is the winner, you know?
Your mortgage is 35 years or more.
The banker is a winner.
Not banker, the people who own the bank is a winner, you know. You think the accountant there, he would win meh? No lah. Or the receptionist at the Maybank there, win meh?
Good
no
benefits what? If let's say you work in bank, compare with other job,
okay lah, maybe if you compare to other jobs but if you say compare the banker to the owner there, who more the rich
share
there lah? Huh?
Maybe public bank you can buy a share.
What you buy how much share you can afford Can't even buy one piece of toilet paper also nowadays. You want to buy shares you think first lah. But that's the thing, right? The work-life balance now is worse for normal workers, the average worker, the 9 to 6 that one, or 8 to 5, all this nonsense. But the CEO, the boss, all this thing, wow.
Because this one I want to voice out lah. Different hierarchy have a different stress. If let's say I'm the CEO of the boss in the office, I got the stress more, you know. How I drive the whole company. This one the stress.
I won't say more stress. You have a different kind of stress.
Different kinds, yes.
But is it more stress than the average worker, meh?
I think it's equal.
Because
equalize the if let's say I'm more stressed, I get more money. This is the equalize.
Oh, I don't think so. If that's the case, then Elon Musk must be the most stressful person in the world. You think he's very stressed, meh?
He come out from the rich family, you know, bro.
You think a lot of this business...
Elon Musk is not the gas roof people, you know.
The CEO, the owner of Maybank, is a normal person, come from small story, meh?
They're also from glass roof.
We don't know lah, but to my knowledge, not many average person can become the owner of Maybank or Mbank or all this thing.
But because we are in the different different era. That generations, our grandparents, that generations, you see, I can do a goreng pisang and the road. No, doesn't matter. I can earn the money. Nowadays, you do a goreng pisang and the roadside, you see you can earn money or not. A lot of people doing goreng pisang. Last time I see, to do a goreng pisang, wow, we can earn 10K per month. Now you do a goreng pisang, you see, that side got goreng pisang, earn a lot of money. A lot of people doing goreng pisang, no stress, goreng. because
But you
last
need to think first. You think that person is just doing goreng pisang, man? I think most likely is that person is working in the morning, then doing goreng pisang, ma.
no
Remember
no no
our
no.
favorite Maslan say, do two jobs, ma. Can do what?
You know the TDDI last time, the TDDI, the rojak with the sotong one. You see the guys are damn rich, no. Do the rojak thing. A lot of people there.
Some people try to do this kind of thing, like they got burned out by the work in the office kind of thing, right? And then they do all this like food F&B, all this thing.
F&B.
But the thing is, it's a different kind of stress also. What?
Yeah,
Start
you see,
running this thing.
yeah,
It's just that
long hour
whether or not
working,
you want
and
to
then
be
early
passionate.
morning you go to buy buy the materials and then do the cooking. Then until what time? Then you can do the
But
do the
the difference is that if you started F&B because you enjoy cooking, there is the passion for you there, ma. Right? Like
not much people actually is enjoy cooking. What?
I mean, majority that stay long enough to become
I think much more people is because the F&B business is going to earning the cash.
No. If
Not
you
really,
start F&B, it's not you don't earn a lot, bro. It's the margin very slim one. You F&B is because you really passionate to do it. Like you open a bar here also, right? It's like your margin is very slim one because the cost of alcohol is very expensive.
Yeah. This
Right.
thing because I got friend doing the pub lah. You see Malaysia you know all you drink one glass of beer, 90% you go for the tax. You know, the owner only earning is if let's say for a glass of the beer lah, a mug lah, it's just earning RM1. I open the shop and then do my business, operate my electricity lah, my labor cost lah, everything. I just earn RM1 per beer. You see, the people there bring 10 mugs. I only earn RM10 and then sit the whole night.
But people who do this, they are very passionate about what they want to do, ma. A bar thing lah, like cocktail maker, all this is because they want to really, that is their craft, ma. So when people go to that level, they have the stress, but it's a stress that they can, can balance with their passion there lah. You work your 9 to 5 office job, you tell me honestly, you feel the passion, man.
But if let's say for you lah, I if let's say I'm working in a pub or I be a pub owner or the bar owners, every day you go and drink, you will be like, this is your job. It's not the things you enjoy the beer. It's different. When you go to some things like, actually I enjoy the alcohol and enjoy the beer. It's okay for me. If let's say I go for a happy hour with my friends and then drink, chill up, it's different. But every day ask you to drink with your customer, come.
That one different, ma. That one is like customer service already.
No, it's become
I
a
mean,
job already.
The difference I'm saying here is that if you say you are a bar owner, maybe you enjoy the crafting of beer. Then for you, it's like it's sharing your passion there, ma. That's why you're willing to work there, or you like to make cocktail. You want to share this passion with people and then enjoy that process. That is the passion for you, ma.
The Malaysia's very hard.
But that's a different story there, lah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about alcohol in Malaysia, lah, in a future episode.
Yeah.
But for this one, we're talking about work stress. And for me, right, when people do that kind of life, F&B or this, and they have the passion to do it, lah. Or you do content creation also. There's stress there lah, but
no viewers.
yeah, no viewers, so stress also. But we have some passion because we enjoy the passion of us talking, ma. We like to share our thoughts like that, ma. That's where our passion come in, one.
Yeah,
That's why we're willing to do it.
Yeah.
If your workplace there, you do the job, you also hate the job, and then you work beyond your hours also. What is the point also, man? Sometimes I ask myself this thing, but I never allow myself to stop thinking like that. No, that's why I think Malaysia have this kind of stress where they like push themselves to work more than they need to, I guess. Or at least their boss expect you to work more, your boss expect you to work more than your hours to ensure that everything is completed.
Maybe.
Because the profit needs to be, we need to gain profit, ma. That's why.
Yeah, everything is profit. You rent an office and do the hire your cost, your salary.
Everything is profit. Yeah. But to me I don't know for if I were to start a business to me I will try to not go for profit driven maybe like earn enough just so I can enjoy what I do, ma.
But it's very hard, bro. It's very hard. What's thing?
Because we heard, I think it's just like the outside.
It's very hard when you doing a business because you make money. It's no cap. no limits. No limits.
But then shouldn't you tell yourself, do I need that much?
If let's say you want to set your cap, like, oh, if let's say for this month I earn examples 40K enough, I stop my business.
Not say stop business. It's just
I will close down. Maybe I close my shop. And
that's okay. Why you always think like you reach certain point means you close down ma? It means for me it's like, okay, let's say what you need is 40K to make sure that you can pay your rent, pay your staff, and pay for your expenses, and then have enough for yourself to enjoy. If that's 40K is enough, then let's say you reach your 40K, and then you got an extra client come in and they want to push this. You can confidently tell to them, well, I'm not gonna push my workers to work more ma, because you're offering me. I don't need your money. It's whether I want your money or not.
But even let's say this case, the material cost increase, and then your rental increase next year.
Then okay, when rental increase, cost increase, right? Why is it that you as a consumer are always the first to blame and not the person raising the cost? Ask the owner, the renter, the property owner. Why you increase the cost of the rent first?
Because got demand, what? You got demands. Okay.
If there's demand, right? If I demand you to reduce the price, will you reduce the price, man?
No, because now you rent for your place maybe in 10K. Okay, you are working well. I mean, you're doing good in the business.
Okay. Yeah, there's demand lah. Okay, there's demand.
Other people say,
then you
this
see,
guy is so nice.
So you want to take
12,
advantage lah, basically.
12K, kick this guy out.
So why are you blaming it on the person who's doing good business instead of the property owner trying to take advantage of this? Why can't we look at that property owner and say, why are you taking advantage of the worker? Instead of saying, oh, well, this guy is making money, it's time for me to eat, lor. What did the property owner do? He do nothing, one. What did he do to make the value increase? Nothing.
It's because he owned the place.
Okay, so he owned the place, is it? That's his only contributing factor. If you were to tell me, between a person who owns a shop and create the product and this person who just owns the land under the product, who is much more benefit to the country? If you tell me who is benefit more to the country, personally, I think the person who's working is more benefit. The person who just owns the property and say, wow, I see this guy doing good, time for me to increase price.
The lifestyle different, what? No stress at all.
How he afford to get all that money first? This property owner. Think first.
Maybe they bought the properties 20 years back, and because the price.
So back then price different, right?
Yeah, after 20 years,
cost
increase.
We go back to cost in the end also.
And some more, you see somewhere that area. Last time I think it's a few 100,000 you can get properties, the house. Now you see.
Of course, it's expensive because the resources forces it to be like that, right? And then our capitalistic and profit-driven society says that when you have something of value, you need to increase the price of the item lah. When it's something like housing is a very basic necessity, we shouldn't be pricing it like that lah.
But if let's say the housing reach the level is oversupply, the pricing will be dropped.
Has it dropped? We have an oversupply of condos.
You see how the property, the developers is try to maintain the pricing, but I'm for sure the pricing will drop.
Bubble burst, the property bubble burst. We've been saying that for 20 years, bro. It's still not yet happened.
You see, the property is still a lot of new developments. Still
because they keep saying, oh, people want
you
this. You
think Malaysian is so need the house? So want more houses?
No, they need the house. They just don't need all this luxury condos, bro. We need affordable housing. That's what we need.
You see the whole KL. You think see the Mont Kiara side. You can see a lot of empty units.
Yes, because
unit.
Why? Because they do what you just said just now. The property owner said, wow, this area is a good area, so I need to increase the price. Then no one can afford. Then it becomes empty. Same thing will happen to that shop owner. Let's say, the shop owner do good, and then the property owner say, wow, I want to increase price. Shop chabut. Then no one can afford. Who lose? Everyone. That's why in the end it's all about capitalism. Work stress is cause of capitalism. That's why.
So you want to become a communism?
I will start the socialist revolution today.
Communism. We share the what you call it? We share.
Careful now we are joining with BRICS. So you need to be careful, okay? We Anwar already meet Putin the other day. We don't know yet, okay?
Or maybe one day we become the communism.
I think Malaysia is still anti-communism if I'm being honest. But that could be a topic in the future. Malaysian and communism, because there's a lot of misinformation about communism in Malaysia. But that is a future episode. What do you guys think? Are you stressed by work? Is everything hunky-dory? Are you a business owner or a property owner and you feel like, wow, these two workers so high don't know what they're talking about? Shout at us scold us if you want. We cannot. No, nothing one. But as always, if you enjoy what we do, please share, like, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. And if you want to reach out to us, tehtarikhour@gmail.com. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.